So first of all, I think to treat each one of these countries as exactly the same would be a mistake. The Saudi national interest is very different than the Qatari national interest. In fact, Saudi and Qatar almost went to war in 2017 because Saudi believes that Qatar is a state sponsor of terrorism, which Qatar actually is. Qatar plays both sides of the table pretty openly. Qatar obviously hosts an amazingly important American airbase, which I think, frankly, we should shift to Saudi Arabia or UAE, because Qatar also has open dealings with the Muslim Brotherhood. They're the number one funders in the Middle East of Hamas. They've spent almost $2 billion funding Hamas. They have relationships with the Taliban. They have a very solid relationship with the government of Iran. The Al Thani family in Qatar has expended extraordinary amounts of money in the United States. To understand the graphics that you were showing a little bit earlier, Will, one of the things to understand is that the entire citizenry of Qatar is 2.6 million people. Okay, so when you are comparing the spending of China, over 1 billion people, with the spending of Qatar, 2.6 million people, you have to ask yourself, why is Qatar spending that amount of money on, say, American universities? And if what they're doing in American universities is subsidizing the kind of radicalism that we've seen at American universities, wouldn't that also be their purpose when they are giving gifts to the Department of Defense or to the Trump Presidential Library, or when they are spending an enormous amount of money on a bunch of business dealings that are meant to infiltrate the United States? Qatar, I think, is not to be trusted in the same way as, for example, the Saudi royal family.